What up? What up, everybody? How we doing? Cooksy here. Just gonna give it a second, let some people get in here, and we will start talking about this Nashville Supercross. Make sure that's on. As soon as somebody's in there and can hear me, just type in the comment section. Let me know loud and clear, or hey, I can't hear you. So either way, all good. I know it's early today. Mildred Baxter, thank you so much. I appreciate it. First one in, kick ass, loud and clear. I love it. Holy shit, that track is treacherous. I don't know if you guys have ridden much in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, so when we get rain, it gets like this 2-inch layer of ice on top of it, followed by what appears to be almost like concrete underneath it. And that's what looks like they have there. And it's sketchy. But there's going to be a couple guys that are going to be really good in these conditions. And I got my picks here. Should I start with the 450s or 250s? I'll start with the 250s. So Tom Vial, man, he had a big one in the first session, but he's back up. Vegas is gnarly. And that's what it's almost like what they have there in Nashville. It's really weird. Let's see. Cody MacArthur, I'm at this Dragon's Back in the Whoops Kosh, four crashes so far. Cody, I don't know if you guys ever listened to me back when I was on Daniel Blair's show, Main Event Moto. I've said Dragon's Backs are stupid. They really are. They're dumb, they're unnecessary, and they're dangerous. Now, when you Dragon's Back into a double, do you guys remember what they did to Dragon's Back into like almost like a tabletop or step down thing they had at Anaheim 2? I think that's what they should do. It's just asking too much from a changing track. It's too easy to make one little mistake, and the consequences, it's just so much. Utah Desert Rider, what up? Swamp Picker, what's happening? Crooksy. Why you call me Crooksy, man? I'm not a crook. Swamp Picker, thank you. That was a fun show with Coach. If you guys haven't had a chance to check out, we do the shit show on Fridays at noon Pacific time with me, Coach, Johnny, and then Johnny usually brings in a couple good guests. We had a really good show yesterday. Coach was on fire. We got into performance-enhancing drugs, and I kind of overstepped my boundaries and asked Coach, Stefan Maley, I hate to break it to you, we're already a cult. You're in, man. You're way in. Desert Rider, it's all good. I'm just kidding. If you're gonna call me Crooksy, I'll call you back. So no big deal. I love you, man. I appreciate the support. Coach always tells it like it is. He's awesome. Coach literally he does what he needs to do. So, oh man, Travis is silly. Travis from Epic Garage Designs. He knows I'm doing a live test right now, and he's calling me. Come on, bro. Should I put him on here? I'll put him on here, guys. Travis, what's up, bro? You're live on the show, on the live YouTube show. What's happening?
Hey, not a whole lot. Good morning, everyone.
No, you're live. I'm live show on the live YouTube show. What's happening?
Hey, not a whole lot. Good morning, everyone.
No, you're live. I'm live. I answered the phone. So.
Hey, how long are you gonna be there for?
I'll be here for a little bit, and then I got the meeting at 11. So.
Okay, you don't have a speaker, do you?
I do have you on speaker. That's why I told you I have you on speaker.
All right, I'll text you then.
Okay, sounds good. Later. All right, guys. That's funny. Travis, he's a character. But yeah, I got a Saturday meeting for Epic Garage Designs. Hopefully they're going to do a badass garage. If you guys haven't seen these things, they're cool. Like the way that they'll do your garage, it keeps the dirt from showing. It makes it look really clean. Yeah, the cult, back to the cult. Coach tells it like it is. It's awesome. It's funny too, because Adam Bailey from WSX reached out and thanked us for our honesty and what we talk about. And it's pretty cool. I'm going to try and get him on and try and do more stuff with World Supercross, because I'll be honest with you, that's how we help get beyond this Supercross bullshit that they do here to us. It's horrible. But back to racing stuff. This Dragon's Back is nasty. I don't like it. I hope nobody gets hurt, and especially the way it's slick and it's got that little yeah, it's rough. So I wouldn't do it. There's Travis texting me now. So Yeah, Vial. Webb is struggling, guys. I really don't think Webb. I think he's out on this. Truthfully, I don't think he likes the bike, and I don't think it's. But you can't really complain about the bike when Barsha is on a similar bike and winning and looking good. It's tough. Thomas Strong, thank you. I appreciate it. Chad Lesowitz, thank you, man. I appreciate you guys. Listen, I'm just a guy talking into a mic with a bunch of fellow dirt bike riders and dirt bike lovers, and we got our own little cult. But like I said on the cult video, like we protect the sport like it's our own. We genuinely do. We feel staked because we've literally, most of us, almost everybody probably in this chat room has had a serious injury, had people tell them it's stupid, don't do it, and we do it anyway. It's a different type of breed. We're a brethren, and it matters. It really does. It actually makes a difference, and we feel a connection to all these guys racing, and that's part of the reason that I fight so hard for them. Is I understand what they're going through, what they're sacrificing, and it fucking pisses me off when these people exploit them. Pisses me off. So yeah, AP's had flashes on the KTM. So Webb's complaints about the bike are probably coming on deaf ears. Plus, he's only got two more rides on this contract, and who knows where he's going to end up. So I don't have Webb doing that good. I was happy to see Adam Sensorilla. They said he put himself into concussion protocol last week. Shocker, because guess what? There's really no concussion protocol. Concussion protocol comes from taking a step out. Like I said, I've had this debate. I don't want to dedicate this whole show to it, but I just want to give kudos to Adam Sensorilla. I'm glad Kawasaki has signed him, and they're keeping him, and they're staying with him. They need to send him to Puerto Rico to get some stem cells on that wrist, but I mean, he's still got it. He's still got the talent. I think Eli's feeling it, guys. Eli looks strong today. Eli's weird. Like, you see this confidence in his body. He was fastest in the first qualifier. He can smell the kill right now. You don't think he doesn't notice that Webb's struggling? Dude, he is so in tune with body language and what's going on out there. Eli looks a little awkward, but he also is very, very, he's got this weird sixth sense to know his competition, almost so much that's where, like, I've actually had to debate with some people, and it's come up that maybe he's on the spectrum. I don't know. I have no idea, but that might be how he has this extra, like, sixth sense thing. I don't know how you describe it, but the guy's badass. I think he's going to really stamp this thing down today. So for my 450s, I'm going to go Eli Tomac's going to win today and really make this championship boring for us, which, gosh, it's kind of a bummer. I wouldn't mind for just a flat tire. A flat tire would help points, would make the thing really good again. The guy who's going to fight him the hardest today is the guy with the most momentum, Justin Bam Bam Barsha. He could make it interesting. He doesn't really like Tomac that much. I would love to see him get in there and just take down Tomac's front tire. Nope, I obviously don't want any major crashes. I just want the points to tighten up. It's nothing against Eli. It's just me personally wanting a more exciting series. Think about how, and I was thinking about this, just me personally wanting a more exciting series. Think about how, and I was thinking about this before I get Roxon, I got in third, Webb, I have in fourth, and I have AC cracking the top five. Let's see, homie with the extra chromie. I'm up, Kale Mitchell. So I was thinking about this the other day. How exciting would this series be right now if there was a chase format and we were down to 6 rounds? If at 6 rounds they reset it with Barsha and Roxon riding as strong as they are, and Webb kind of having struggles, Tomac having his issue, it'd be a whole new series. How great would that be? I honestly think they should look at doing something like that. I know a lot of the traditionalists don't want to, and I'm not saying go too crazy. I'm not saying single, double, triple points and some of the ridiculous stuff they're doing for the super duper cross, but I wouldn't mind seeing them kind of reset and for the last 6 rounds or last 7 rounds. Mildred Baxter, I don't mind watching Tomac put a hurting on Webb. Yeah, a lot of people feel that way about Webb because Webb's comes across cocky. He plays mind games. He has to win with grit. He doesn't have that raw speed that Sexton and Tomac. Tomac has grit and the raw speed. Sexton has that raw speed. So, but yeah. And then for my wild card, for those of you guys playing Rocky Mountain, I'm going to say go ahead and put in Kevin Moranz. And you'll probably giggle because I say Kevin Moranz every single week because Well, he got 7th last week, but Kevin Moranz is good. He's probably going to be right around that 13th. That's just where he's going to be. I would say one of the Hill brothers, but I think they're both going to be in the top 10. Colt Nichols, I could see Benny Bloss, but Benny's either going to be up there or crash out. I like Moranz for those wild cards, and I keep saying that, so sooner or later I'm going to get right. But yeah, so I got Tomac, Barsha, Roxon, Webb, AC, and then Ken Moranz. And then in the 250 class, I did 2 lists in the 250 class because I did one on what I hope will happen and one on what I think will happen. Here's what I want to happen. I want Hayden Deegan to get the whole shot and win this thing, ghost ride his bike, celebrate, and set the internet on fire. That's what I want. I want Joe Schmoda to get behind him and push him most of the way. I want my boy Chris Blows to finally get his podium. I would like for Hunter to ride around safe in 4th and collect his championship. And Max Anstie, it's nice to see him in the top 5. That's what I want to happen. What do I think is going to happen? You have Justin Hill for the wild card. Swamp, man, I think you're way off. Justin Hill's consistently been in the top 10. Only way he gets 13th is if he has a mistake. It's your game, but I think that's a bad pick. I would put someone else in there. Kevin MacArthur. No, it doesn't, because you have to be inside that top 10. It's a qualification, and there's still bonuses, and you get bonus points for wins. There's a way we could do it. If we did like 5 points for towards a championship for every win heading into the playoff. There's different ways you can weight it. It might be terrible for the sport, but hey, you got to try stuff. Niall Diggs, Cooksey Colt. Hell yes. We're drinking the KoolAid, man. I'll drink it first, just FYI. I'm not going to make you guys drink it. I'll drink it first. I'm not that kind of leader. Okay, so here's what I actually think is going to in the 250s. I think Hunter is going to get the win. I think Jordan Smith's riding his ass off, and if he can stay up, which is a big if, those whoops, he's so fast. He just sends it. He's going to get second. I think Deegan's going to halt. He'll edge Shimoda for 3rd. Shimoda's going to get 4th, and I think Max Anstie 5th, and my boy Chris Blows will probably be 6 to 10. But damn, I want a podium. How would that not be awesome for Chris Blows, man? The vet rider, the family man, he's just a good dude. He really is. Like I said, I've had a couple talks with him off camera, on camera. There's some family struggles that he doesn't talk about, and I'm not going to bring him to light because if he doesn't want to talk about them. In fact, actually, one of the podcasts I did with him, we talked about it, and he actually called me afterward and asked me to remove it. And out of respect for that, I absolutely did, because I'm not a dick that way. About it, and he actually called me afterward and asked me to remove it. And out of respect for that, I absolutely did, because I'm not a dick that way. Family stuff's family stuff. Swamp Picker. I sure hope it's not a mutter. I don't like mutters. I like to see a mutter once in a while is okay, but when you start doing mutters every week, it really a mutter is like this great equalizer. It doesn't. The best rider doesn't always win. That's not what I want to see. It's not what I want to see at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I want to see the best riders finish up top, battle for the lead. That's why I've said we need a 2-row start. A lot of guys get mad about that too, because you wouldn't see a Kevin Moranz whole shot, but then you also wouldn't see. I don't know. Cartwright's been up and down. I would think he's in, but I'm not sure because Josh Cartwright, he's been so fast. He's made a lot of mains, but then and a lot of guys are out. AP's not racing. Aaron Plessinger decided to sit it out, which is probably the right call. Sit out, get healthy, come back. He's been through a lot after that Indy, and I think that Indy one hurt him more than he let on. But yeah, I would say Cartwright makes the main if I was a betting man. But if it rains, who knows? Yeah, I definitely. I mean, I don't know who you would think besides Cartwright. I'm trying to think who. Yeah, I definitely would put him in there. Let's see. Oh, I didn't put him in the qualifying. I don't know where he qualified, but he's just too good. And I like Cartwright. Cartwright's awesome. But it's shocking to me that a guy that consistently makes the top 20 in the premier class in this country of lots of money can't make a living at this. He has to have a day job. He works remotely. which is, it's fine if you want to do that, but these guys almost have to do that, or else they're complete poverty level. It's brutal. Um, and they've said that he said a lot of his increases this year are because he's not stressed about getting to the next round or getting that. He knows he's got a job to make money, so he can just race the way he wants to race and not have to worry about it. And for Josh Cartwright, that's awesome. And that's what all these guys should be, not, paycheck to paycheck, essentially. It's brutal. Glad to see my boy Bobby Piazza back. He qualified pretty good too. Bobby Piazza is awesome. Tristan Lane, he's awesome. Niall Diggs. Tristan Lane is a bad dude. We had him on the shit show. That guy's talented. Omar Bujanda, Norn or Bloss for the wild card. Those are both good picks, but I'm going with Kevin Moranz. If I were to choose, I would probably say Bloss, because I typically, Norn throws it away. And even if he does good, I don't know that he's a 13th place guy. I'd say he's more like a 15th place guy. Just my opinion. And then let's see, what else did I have in my notes here? Oh, Anderson went down hard, guys. And that's why he's not in my top 5. Anderson's having a rough go. He's really unfocused. He looks like a guy that doesn't necessarily want to be there. And rightfully so. Like, life sometimes gets in the way. When he looks back on his life, he's not going to say, "Oh, thank God I did those last few races in 2023." When he's a champion already, and he's just had his child. There's a lot going on. Do you think Moranz will get a factory ride from? God, I see Kevin Moranz better off going to the World Supercross Series and getting a good ride over there. And like I said, you guys got to support that World Supercross. Adam Bailey watches some of the stuff here. He hit me up, let me know he appreciates the content, which is cool. Unlike Davey Coombs and these other guys, which I don't know if you guys go on Vital, it cracks me up. I'm going to let you in on a few Vital MX secrets. So for those of you guys that don't know, I used to write for Vital MX. I'm very familiar with that program, how it works. Let's just say this: the front page gets less views than Facebook. And when you go into the forums, think about this: like a popular forum, one that they call a 10-pager goes crazy, it's 10,000 views. Think about how many times the same people are going back and forth on top of that. There's not very many people on Vital. And you know who a lot of those people on Vital are? They're industry people with fake names because they can hide, and they hide people on Vital. And you know who a lot of those people on Vital are? They're industry people with fake names because they can hide, and they hide them in there. Like these people that trash me on there, they probably work for Feld and MX Sports. There's one right now that says Kooksy, K-U-K, Kooksy, DC needs a restraining order against Kooksy. Actually, it's quite the other way around. I had to block that fool from calling me and blowing me up. And yeah, it's crazy. Gizano, hey, stem cell involve the destruction of human embryos. It is done using extraction of healthy blood stem cells from the patient. It's done in Florida, 1,000 to 8,000 per treatment. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know a ton about stem cells. I know about as much as Joe Rogan and some of the other athletes who have done it have talked about it. I haven't heard that there's a big negative to it. Let's see, Mr. Average Gnome ADQ. It's nice to see JA 22, 21 grow up a bit. You're right. His head is not in it at the moment. Yes, I just hope he doesn't get hurt. It scares me when guys' head is not completely in it. They become at risk for injury. And he took a big one today. I would almost say, depending on how he's at, sit him out, man. It really doesn't matter right now. It doesn't matter. You do nothing. Sit him out, get his head right, bring him back for next week or the week after. Let him go home. I'm okay sitting these guys out the last couple of rounds, and that's kind of why I want a chase format. That's just me, guys. Maybe we could start with a 250 class. Open up the 250 class to everybody and do a full season, and do the 250 class as 7-race chase at the end. So Benjamin Mond, cookies. Funny story. I've heard every variation on cookies, cooks, Yeah, you'll never get me with those. As a kid growing up with the last name Cooksey, everybody thinks it's funny to call me Chris Cookies, Chris Cook. Yeah, it's funny, but I get it. I still make fun of it too. Goddamn, I love cookies. And I assume you're talking about Feld and Mimic Sports. You're correct. Somebody mentioned the PBR, pro bull riding. I have to think we get similar or better ratings than pro bull riding, and we don't use animals. So I would think, yeah. So let's see, bro. I've been the lettuce and salad man for as long as I can remember. Oh yeah, kale. It's fair enough. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's probably tough. Uh, what's your thoughts on Cantanzaro being a rider coach and mentally quitting on multiple weekends? You know what? It does bum me out when I see riders get in the main and essentially chill, like kind of give up. But he's not a full time racer. It's a part time jam. It's fun for him. I'm okay with it. His job, he set his goal beginning of the day to get into the main event. Done. He's not trying to be the best. You know, he wants to do what he's doing, and he's making. He's one of the best coaches there is. He came out here to Las Vegas, worked with Wild Billy and Leonidas, Lightning Leo, and they said he worked miracles with him. He's so good at it. Let's see. I think it's a bad idea for J Mark to run tonight. Gisano, I agree with you. I am disappointed. Not disappointed. I'm glad that they have a representative out there for Club MX. They're some of the good people in this sport. They really are. Club MX is doing it the right way. And if you're not watching their Club Life YouTube page, you're missing out. But a collapsed lung, and there's not really, and like I said, at this point, when you're hurt, J-Mart is going to be good outdoors. J-Mart is going to be a contender outdoors. He's going to make some waves. He's not going to do anything. Even if he were to win this tonight and tomorrow, or like, unless he could win. I'm sorry, I take that back. If he could win, yes. But if he's going to ride around in 7th place, yeah, I would personally, but then again, I don't know what sponsor obligations they have to have a rider out there to get the money to keep the sponsor obligations they have to have a rider out there to get the money to keep the whole team going. There's a lot of things that are determined on that. So I don't know. I would prefer he not race, but like I said, there's a lot that goes into it. It's not just quite as easy as that. I would think we grab somebody else. It's the stream skipping for anyone else. Are you talking about mine or the Peacock stream? Because my Peacock runs great. Let's see. Desano, Club MX is great. All right, guys. I hate to cut this one short, but yes, just the audio. My bad. It doesn't. Yeah. All right, guys. The stream's killing me. But all right, guys. I will catch you later. I will be back here after the main event for the overreaction show. So I will see you guys right after it's over. Maybe a little bit after, because I got to go do this meeting. So if I start it a little bit behind, yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you for everything. I love the Cooksey mob. You guys are awesome, and yeah, you guys are maniacs just like me. We're all cult members to this sport we call Supercross and motocross, and yeah, we've all given up so much for it, but we love it, and I wouldn't change any of it. So thanks, guys. I will catch you later on.